welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from Minneapolis. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one.
Brings up third
and
down,
it's going to be third down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Going for it all. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll step up and run.
Michael Penix on the scramble. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Falcons.
Set to go now on first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Atlanta.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Pitts is the man in motion. They're going to go play action with Penix. In trouble, and down he goes.
You've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Headed left, buying time. That is pulled in at the 5. And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front seven is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. The Vikings going to send Jalen Naylor back to return. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Jones to begin this drive, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Back at the 16-yard line.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Oh, he finds Oliver open downfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Minnesota.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First down.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll go play action here. And he can't get away. They wrap rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson.
The quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
It's 3rd and 4. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
That's good for a Vikings 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, Naylor. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd down at the Falcons' 26-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Forced out wide. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Vikings 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Initially, they do a really nice job of bringing pressure, but what you can't do anytime you're playing an athletic quarterback like this, Mike, is you can't let him escape the pocket. You got to keep him on his spot. Seemed like everybody was chasing their own sack instead of just rushing him as a unit.
And this one, blown up. Good surge and drop him. Loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. This is hard toward the side of the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. A best friend for a quarterback, a tight end. Big target down there, Greg, and he's able to secure it for the score.
And down here, Mike, it's not real complicated. What you're trying to do is find space, find a window to the quarterback, and if you're open, stay open and catch it.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. Well, the snap, a pull one, and it's blocked.
Mike, it's usually not a good thing when we start talking about the long snapper, but it was his error that leads to this blocked kick. So if this operation doesn't get cleaner, this is something we're going to have to keep an eye on the rest of the game.
Will Riker.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Ray McLeod on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The
Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. the drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. He'll go play action now with Penix. Forced out to his right.
Michael Penix on the scramble. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that'll set up 4th down.
This offense, they just continue to struggle here in the early going. They've got to start converting on some of these 3rd down attempts. Otherwise, they're just going to have a hard time sustaining drives.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
First and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He's going to keep it himself.
Michael Penix on the scramble. Ivan Pace on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
3rd down, 3 to go. Throwing is Penix. That's over the middle and sneaking in. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
Falcon 1st down.
London brought in motion. On play action, Penix. He'll step up and run this. 18 on the gain again. And another 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Falcons.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Makes the score.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Falcons with the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's McCarthy. On the move left.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. To the right side, this is Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings first down. His attack is made just shy of the 40.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
In motion, Naylor. They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Zach Harrison on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Now it's going to be 3rd down. To throw is McCarthy. Down he goes!
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Here's Ryan Wright now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. Drive will start on the ground. A short gain up to the 20. That's Jonathan Bernard in for the stop.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. throw. It's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts.
Complete.
And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
13 yards on that pass play. First down, Atlanta. Now Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
First time they've looked his way tonight.
First down.
Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Second down.
Here's a toss, left side for Robinson. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
The advantage of running toss plays to the perimeter, Mike, as opposed to handing it off, is it just allows you to have to block a fewer amount of the defenders. You really can cut the defense in half and say, okay, I just need to block the perimeter defenders because none of the interior guys have a chance to catch my back.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
On the tackle. The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
Pace on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
To throw is Penix. He'll try to run for it.
Penix on the scramble. Josh Metellus on the tackle.
The defense decides to come with a blitz here on third down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the first down.
And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
First and goal.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
They'll run with Robinson, and he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Falcons will take a 14-6 lead.
14, Vikings 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It'll be a Vikings first down.
43-yard line.
They'll put Addison in motion. Against it, Jones, heading right. Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
3 more yards.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the
I've always gone by the
33-yard line.
philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Second and 11. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
25 yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. And he will dive into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings move back to within one.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Vikings 13.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Penix. Now he'll run. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Falcon first down.
There wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end.
Brings up second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Penix. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. On first down, here's McCarthy. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And that will lead to a second down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
He takes off.
J.J. McCarthy on the scramble. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 43-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Right there, we can do it. Yeah, let's go, man.
Third down and 9. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop. And that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
That is fielded at the 20. And they'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty, Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
A gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
Second and inches. From the gun, here is Penix. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. First down, Atlanta.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds. 0-0 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Agnew on the return. Crazy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Falcons,
The
take
Falcons
over first
offense and
10
Michael Penix
at their own
getting ready for their next
26-yard
possession.
line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
A loss of a yard.
It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast, and these defensive players have gotten so good at giving false indicators. Sometimes it's hard for the quarterback to know, should I give it or should I pull it?
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about
5. 5 yards on the play, and it's third down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Penix's pass intended for
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over first and
The Vikings
10
offense trotting
at their
back
own
out with their
28-yard
first
line.
involvement of this second half. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Forced out wide. Taking off, and they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
For Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll take off again.
J.J. McCarthy on the scramble. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Man in motion, heading left. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
the drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 16-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. You're going to go play action with Penix. Well, over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Falcons first down. Mooney in motion. On first down, it's Robinson. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second down at the 26-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, Penix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The 34-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 49.
17-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Now he'll run it. Oh, so elusive. Even down near the goal line doesn't quite get in. But his guys are set up 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings first
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Aaron Jones, touchdown Minnesota. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Will Reichert now
lining
on
up
for the extra point.
point.
He's got it. And the Vikings go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Falcons 17.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Will Reichert
Out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. McLeod now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's Bijan. And he will push past the 25 to the 26-yard line. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. We'll go play action now with Penix. Escaping to his left. He keeps it himself. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Falcons.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Robinson, and he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 32.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now, faking the give. No chance at all. He'll go down. Byron Murphy, that Pro Bowl corner, able to work his way in there for a sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Penix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
This returnable for Naylor. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
This is the word.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Addison, incomplete. DeAndre Alford on the coverage.
Waste of time.
It'll be a punt
Wright
coming
in
up for the
punt
Vikings.
formation For the Vikings.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And here comes Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
By Eric Wilson. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Third and long. Here's Penix. To the right. That's Pitts. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. He'll step up and run this. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. On the run, Jones begins this 4th quarter. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The ball carrier. Brought down at the 35-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run the toss here with Jones. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Mike, typically speaking, the job of the defensive end on outside run plays is to set the edge of the defense, make everything, try to cut back in. But in this case, he does a great job of actually stringing this play out sideways. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Third, they need 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think the coverage deserves a majority of the credit for that one, Mike. I mean, up front, really nice job by the offensive line. The pass rush was completely stonewalled. Skill players had all the time in the world to get open, and they were just blanketed.
The
Falcons offense ready to take over once more.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Play action. It's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney.
That's interference. Offense.
Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. He'll get this to McLeod.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Draw, here's Jones. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. In motion, Naylor. On play action, here's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
with Jones. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 41. Brings up second down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. To the left side here, caught by Addison. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Minnesota.
That's good.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pick catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard
it's
there.
A loss of 2.
When you have a linebacker that can cover this much ground, Mike, I mean, what an advantage for a defense. Watch his ability to not only pursue this ball and stretch it out wide, but then to secure the tackle and take him down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
19-yard line.
Let's go, D. We can't get on the big play. Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And he will score again. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Reichert, good with the extra point. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
17.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. He panics on 1st down. He'll step up and run.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Atlanta.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Tackled by Jeff Okuda. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second down and 5. They'll throw. It's Penix. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
First down.
Anytime a defense decides to blitz, Mike, they're always rolling the dice, and we see why. You bring that extra defender, and if he doesn't get home, that quarterback not only can escape the pocket, but there is a lot of room to operate downfield.
They run over center with Robinson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Pace on the tackle. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And some good blocking, springing a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Trying to find any seam he can with the push. Too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
On the play. First down, Falcons.
Set to go now on first and 10. To throw is Penix. He'll be forced outright. There he goes again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have a clock in their head. They understand exactly how much time do they have before they start stressing the protection. He realized pretty quickly here it was time to go.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Back to throw. Here's Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jonathan Grenard getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be third and a mile.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright, and it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sacked. A loss of 9 yards. And it's fourth down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, we are set for fourth and long. They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Now a timeout. That's their first, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They're trying to run for the first down with Jones. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
46-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. To a knee goes McCarthy. And that should about wrap this one up. So, a win here for the Vikings. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.